Just wanted to do an update to my attacked by yellow jackets video from yesterday. That was quite an interesting experience, and I hope I don't ever have to relive it, but you know, it was good to be in the past.
What shall we do with the drunken sailor? What shall we do with the drunken sailor? What shall we do with the drunken sailor? Early in the morning, way hey and up she rises, way hey and up she rises, way hey and up she rises, early in the morning. Put him in the longboat until he's sober, put him in the longboat until he's sober, put him in the longboat until he's sober, early in the morning.
I actually got stung once in my eye, which I don't think he got me very well. Once in the middle of my back, which I don't think he got me very well. And on my elbow, I thought I got stung once, but it ended up I got stung 2 or 3 times in the same spot. You know, they just get on you and they just sting over and over again. And then on my lower back, I had 4 separate stings in the same spot. Homeopathic remedy that I took really helped a lot, but I still kind of felt a little bit of a sting in the one in my back and a tiny bit in my elbow, but the other 2, not so much. So it worked out really well. You guys saw my dog in that video. He's probably about 60 or 70 pounds, and he's about 6 months old. He's a Newfoundland. He's probably going to be about 150, 160 pounds, so he's about half his full-grown size probably at this point. He's got really thick fur. He's got actually 2 coats of fur, and he loves water. So when I was shooting that stream of the mosquito barrier, which is what it's called, the garlic stuff that keeps away mosquitoes and chiggers and ticks and fire ants, he just followed that stream because he wanted to get in on the action, and he just plopped his butt right there 2 feet away from where all of these yellow jackets were swarming. And I'm thinking, oh my gosh, this dog's crazy, but I wasn't going to go get him because they would have just swarmed me too. And you know, he's got fur, he's an animal, you know, they can take it a lot better. He's just sitting there, and they came after him. Not all of them, but you know, quite a few of them came after him, and he's sitting there just trying to eat him. He's chomping at him and chomping at him. And I guess one finally stung him because he got up and he ran back to me and he started rolling around, and that's how he got those 2 dead that were in his fur. I gave him a little bit of the homeopathic remedy as well, and you know what? You wouldn't be able to tell that he was stung at all, because after that he was just fine. They did come back and harass us even at our safe zone a couple times, and that's where you saw me drop my sprayer back there in the woods. I was way back there and they still were coming after us, and I just dropped it and ran. When it was all said and done, I went back last night, you know, during twilight after the sun had set, and I took my flashlight out there, and when I first came up on my camera, there was a few flying around, and then as I got closer they just all disappeared. I don't know why that was, but I was able to get my camera, no more swarm, no sting, and then I got my light, and everything was good to go. I was actually taking some B-roll footage. When I set the camera down initially, I thought I hit record, but I guess I didn't, and I was walking away from the camera, walking back to the camera, and then I was going to go back and look and see if I recorded what I thought I wanted to. And at that point, when I tried to take it off record, I actually hit record. Now my camera was facing down the trail, and when I started getting swarmed, I ran up the trail. So I actually do have some footage, not of me running and flailing around, which would have been awesome and hilarious, but you can hear me running away from the camera, and they're, you know, making a few sounds when I got stung. When I went back and I heard that, I just started laughing. I thought it was hilarious. And I really wish I would have gotten some footage of me running right past the camera, flailing my arms, acting all crazy, as I probably did, you know, as these yellow jackets are stinging me. You know, I'd love to go back and pretend like they were stinging me and do it again, but it won't be the same. It just kept recording until the battery died. So I did get some footage of a deer just walking across the path, probably about, you know, 10 or 15 yards from where the camera was, and you can hear the yellow jackets buzzing around the camera. And by the time the deer walked by, there wasn't that many, but when you can hear the buzz really well, you could see him prick his ears, and and I think he could hear the Yellow Jackets, and you know, it wasn't enough to startle him, so he just kind of moved on slowly. That in here too, and I'll put some of the footage that I have of the Yellow Jackets swarming around the camera. So they mostly swarmed around the tripod and the bottom of the camera. They were really thick and heavy there, but they were also swarming around the top too. As far as they were concerned, this camera was, and the tripod was a foreign entity that they had to attack. So they were going at it. And they were going at it for probably about an hour at least before I went out there with the mosquito barrier spray. It was crazy. I'm like, where are they getting all this energy from? I figured they would calm down, and they just didn't. I'm going to put this out there for you guys. I just wanted to, I guess, clear up any of the story that kind of didn't make sense. When I was shooting it with my camera, I was still pretty hyped up on adrenaline and breathing heavy and hard, because running away, it's all uphill. It's all uphill out of the woods from where I was, and you know, it's easy getting down there. It's all downhill, and I was booking it. So me and the dog both, several times we were running out of there and coming back, and then running out of there and coming back. It's quite eventful. I have something I was going to say, but I can't remember what it is now. Ooh, there's a Yellow Jacket right there. I hope there's not another Yellow Jacket mound around here. Well, he left me alone. He went away. That's normally what happens. So when I was over there by the camera at first, there was a little Yellow Jacket there. I'm like, oh, no big deal, because you know, they come around and I don't swat at them and stuff, because that'll agitate them. And he was just getting a little too close, and then I heard other buzzing, and I saw it out of the corner of my eye, some other buzzing. And when he stung me that first time, that was it. I went. And it probably wasn't him. It was probably one of the other ones that stung me. And then I realized what was actually happening. I was getting swarmed. So that was a crazy experience. At one point I said, hey, you know, the camera's shaking, you know, sorry, that's just my hand shaking. When I went back and looked at the footage, the camera just, the image just barely moved. It's crazy. My hand was seriously just, you know, I don't know if you can see this at all, but it was really shaking. I was so hyped up on adrenaline and whatnot. I hope you guys enjoyed that video of me, you know, with the attack with the Yellow Jackets. Hope you had a good laugh. I certainly did. Anything I put out, if it's just funny, just laugh. Even if it's you're laughing at me, that's perfectly all right. I actually did a little video with my kids in it that I only sent to my family. It was a kids compilation. And at the end, I turned the camera towards myself and I'm saying, hey, if you like this video, subscribe and all that. My wife's sitting in the background and she's just busting out laughing at me. And So to me, that was hilarious, and I just started laughing. It was the greatest little clip I had on that whole video. As far as I'm concerned, I mean, the stuff with the kids was great and all that, but that was just hilarious. Yeah, if you're ever attacked by yellow jackets, just run, and don't leave your camera in the woods. Hey everybody, sorry I'm so close to the camera. It's as far out as I can get it at arm's length. Hope you enjoyed that video. If you did, please click down there, hit subscribe and like, and there will be more videos to come. Enjoy.